This is the Witty Clan Talk Show. My name is Mariam Oni, and we are here again. You know, the other time we have our discussion with our guests, that is for Be Mighty, and also Boys Alone, where we are discussing about parenting in the digital age. Now, today we will be discussing about something different, and you know, it's the Witty Clan, so it's not just me. I have my big Jinjah, always the Jinjah in the house, always
Hi,
the
everyone.
Jinjah. Hi, everyone. We are even doing it. Have you eaten?
I'm
fine.
good. I'm good.
All right, then I have my very own dear Mercy. That's what I call her because, you know, apart from the fact that she looks good and she speaks well, sometimes she can be merciless. So I have my Merciless Mercy.
Hi guys.
Hi guys, it's a cool evening today. Then I have my very own Emily Onikaba.
Where we already find
Yes!
I'm not Onikaba, Emily
Yeah.
Simple.
Whoa! Emmylyzkilz in the building. Right about now, please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so quick. Follow us on all our socials also. But today we have something that we'll be discussing, which is something that it's quite difficult for us to discuss. And sometimes it's a lot of... why are you laughing? Get out. You see, sometimes there's this discussion that we don't like discussing normally and generally. And these are one of the things that we need to actually discuss in our society because it's actually affecting us directly or indirectly. And today we will be discussing about something... If I'm looking at it, don't worry. We'll be discussing about sexual satisfaction. You see, this, you know, I say, because sometimes when we want to even discuss sex, like as a family, you know, from mother to child, it's another thing. You know, talk about sex education and everything like that.
Of course.
It always sounds like a taboo. It's not a topic you want to
You
jump
exactly.
into. Yeah.
And I feel like if we have like parents here, I feel like, how are we going to start this discussion? Like, you know, and you see people talk about sex education every now and then. You know, you've heard it on the internet, and there is a way that the internet has put it out there. And there is even a film about it recently that is called Sex Education. And you now wonder, like, this thing, we hardly discuss it. And when you're discussing it, it's always on a playful note. Maybe you're just kidding or joking with somebody, and it's like sexual, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to sexual satisfaction, I believe it is personal to women.
To women.
Oh, are you telling that only women need to be satisfied, like, sexually? Women. Oh, wow.
I think she's doing this intentionally. To,
Yeah, I mean, she wants to drive that,
The
yeah.
narrative.
It's fine.
Oh, my money.
We know how this works until you shoot your shot at us.
We ain't saying nothing.
We ain't saying nothing.
Nuh-uh.
In it. Yeah, man. Man, them.
You got it.
All right. So, you see, this is a very difficult discussion when it comes to women. Like, you know, Mercy, you've been in some sort of discussion whereby women are discussing about, you know, about sex. We don't really dig deep. Do you think that we dig deep?
Sometimes we do, actually. Sometimes we actually dig deep. Because when it's ladies alone, we actually go deep. And that is why it is called the red room. Or should I say the pink room? Yeah, I think I'll go with the pink room. That's why it's called the pink room. Because normally when we're together, there are things we say, we go deeper than when we are with guys. Do you know that?
Yeah, most definitely. You don't want to talk about sizes.
You go deeper. Like,
No, like
in
we
what
go...
context?
No, by sizes.
Discussion.
We talk about sizes. We talk
Sizes
about a lot of things.
Of outfits or...
No, I'm talking about sizes of
That's why I'm confused.
No, wait,
Sizes
wait.
of
There is,
outfits.
you see, I'm having some sort of like brain freeze.
Alright,
Okay.
I can't understand that this topic is rated 18 plus, and I hope it's also on the screen. Now, when we're talking about sexual satisfaction, let's begin to dissect. I mean, what does sexual satisfaction even mean? I mean, for an individual, whether you're male or you're female, I mean, sexual satisfaction, what does it mean for you? Now I'm asking you directly.
No.
What does it mean for you, Mariam,
As a person,
to be satisfied?
How would
sexually?
I go about this? Well, it's not about the time. It has never been about the size.
In person.
It is always about getting it right. I know you guys will be laughing all through this, but No, let's be serious. On a normal day,
Okay, yeah.
like we have this thing that men believe that that's what works, and you've seen that when all these people that used to all those baba that used to carry agbo jedi, agbo kinika, we've heard that before, especially if you stay around some sort of areas in not like the highbrow areas, so you see them always hawking all this about concoction. But
That are mostly for men.
Yes, exactly. You've never really, yes, they don't really come for women and say that, women, this is what you're going to use to get sexually satisfied.
Because the narrative is wrong.
Whether we like it or not, you're talking to me about how I feel satisfied. And what they normally talk about is the fact that you will be able to last so long in bed.
Okay, that's
most of the time they'll be like
for the drugs
for the herbal concoction or whatever. We can't really call it
Yeah.
drugs in the real sense of it. It's more of like herbal concoction.
Enhancement,
Enhancement.
product and all
Exactly.
of that.
There are pills too that people pop just for
Both
reason.
genders actually. I'm just surprised she's always like trying to make it seem like
No, I think it's more about the society making it more about men satisfying women.
that is
Nope.
Yes,
and it's
that's
not
it.
supposed
That's
to be like
why-
that. Men need to be
because
satisfied as
the
well.
Most times when
Give me
you
the
hear
best, my
about
dear.
this,
me the best.
pills, it's always about either you want to elongate your in quotes.
Please, of
or
course.
you want it to be bigger, you want it to last longer.
My dear,
than
give me
the
the best. Let me
regular
see your
minutes and
capacity.
all of
What
those
can you
things.
do?
So now it's most times always for men. Whereas sometimes
That is what I'm saying.
Men
Echo.
need to be satisfied
Also-
as well, my bro.
it's not just about satisfying
Because you want to be
yourself.
satisfied, does that mean you should kill yourself by taking lots of aphrodisiac?
We are not the
Who
ones
is
taking
killing
it.
himself?
We are
Why
taking
should I
it.
kill
They are
myself?
taking it for the
No.
Don't you
But
people also take it?
Yeah,
No, wait,
because
wait.
in this life now,
Said
in this
now,
life,
it's
if
not
we want to
even
talk
for
about
men in
it,
general. Because
No.
most of the aphrodisiac I've seen is always men they actually.
Yes, because that's what the
men want
society
to
has
use
made
it
it to be. To
satisfy
satisfy you
men.
people.
Because
We are killing
if we're
ourselves
talking
for you
about men
people.
now, in less than 30 seconds, 1 minute maximum for the real players, in 2 minutes they are satisfied. But it is these other people that will say it did not last 1 hour, it did not last 90 minutes,
bros,
and the
bros,
next thing you are
bros,
using is
calm
It's
that
not
down.
like
you are selling
it's not.
Bro, calm down. No. You asked me a question. Though.
Okay, I
And
think
my
you should.
point is just that.
That-
See, it is simple. It is always about men, the activity, the
No.
whatever,
No,
and the way
no,
they can
no.
elongate and take their time while you are like.
because most times when men
Most
complain
men are
about
not even
getting
well
satisfied,
sexually educated about how to satisfy
Are
their
women
pleasure.
sexually
women.
educated in satisfying their men?
No,
as well?
Mercy, there is a
Are they
question I want
equally
to ask.
satisfied?
No,
Sorry,
wait.
I want to actually say something to what you said. That why a real man will be satisfied in 2 minutes.
A real
Some
man
men.
in a context.
No,
in the
no,
context, there's a
he
context.
said, and I
no,
told
there
you.
is a context.
Men have been told
Which
Yeah.
men?
with time.
Which
Let's hear
men?
it.
Where are
Let's
the men?
hear what she wants to say.
See, my bro, my client. I put it to you.
That
There has to be a lot of reorientation about the term sex.
sex and sexual
Sex
satisfaction.
is a two-way thing.
Yes.
But
It takes two to tango, right?
of course.
See, the
That's what Mercy
question,
wants to do.
wait.
It's a two-way thing. And I've not
Wait.
yet said
Point
yes.
of correction, young man. That's why you wish Mercy would want to do you. Because, darling, with this your mustache, what's happening?
Don't let these two
Come on.
men abuse. No. Don't let them take
Guys,
the
wait. You
Let's
see,
go back to the
one of the
question.
things that I want to tell you is just that it's a serious topic. I know we're going to have some laughs, definitely,
Of
but
course.
I feel like we should actually talk about it. No,
What do you want us
please.
to
There
talk
is
about?
something that I wanted to pick out of
Please
that
go on.
particular question.
Let us shoot.
That
Yes,
Emmy,
please.
Emmy.
Let's go,
Emmy
please.
Yokaba asked me. See, sexual satisfaction is not the amount of time. It's you hitting the right spot.
Who is
For
who?
who?
At
No,
the right
my bro,
time.
hold on. Honorable
And you
honorable
knowing
speaker,
the things, you knowing what to do with those things God gave you. I'm talking
No.
about the upper parts, the lower parts.
I don't understand. Is that only my duty? That's not only my duty, man. That's why I'm angry at you people. You
It's
think
also
men
your
don't need to be loved?
responsibility.
You think men don't need to be cared? Come
That's not
on,
what we're
man.
talking. Yeah. So
how many
talking
of-
about caring and this. We're talking about sexual satisfaction. Right?
Even
You
still
just
talking
want to
about
use me, Ness, is that what you're saying?
You want to use
You want to
it,
pay
no.
me?
So when it comes to satisfaction, when it comes to sex, we use one another. You enjoy it, and so that's why I see when I see traits. Oh, we were together. Use me,
Use
this-
me,
darling.
no,
You
When
enjoy
will
the
you use
sex.
me?
I
And
enjoy
it
the
has
sex.
never been about
Why you
it has
saying
never been about the
you
amount of
used me,
time.
you
I'm
used me,
telling you,
you
you can
used
as
me.
well
Mariam, I
use like 5
understand you.
minutes,
I understand
and I
you.
get my. See, it's all about orgasm. I want to orgasm.
Okay,
I've
now,
not had sex
now
before,
that's
but
the question.
I'm
Sometimes
picking
a lot of
things.
people leave that responsibility to the
The
guy
other
to
person.
decipher. But we're talking about you now being open about what makes you satisfied.
Emmy,
in the
I'm
other
thanking
room.
God that we
Okay,
just
so I
pick
feel
each other too.
we all should actually answer that question.
Yes.
All I'm saying in essence is just that I've seen one particular thing that I was, it's on Twitter. They said that when men wants to have orgasm, they drew a straight line. That's true, orgasm. But they now showed women orgasm. Zoom, 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 zoom,
zigzag.
zoom, zoom. We've seen that before. All I'm trying to say is just that as women, we are emotionally attached to our body.
And men are not.
Men,
No, I'm
By
asking, and men
default,
are not.
Y'all be capping, man. You're capping.
by
I just
default,
want to
you're
know,
capping,
they
man.
can
men
detach.
also-
I don't understand.
It's not of the fact that
Wrong
women have
notions.
Men
Yeah.
also have emotions.
Thank you. We
Why
are.
do
We
you
want.
have
Nobody's saying you guys.
Guys, why do you take
Mercy.
Olosho?
Mercy.
Why do
Why
you take
Take Olosho.
Olosho?
No, say why men take
Okay,
Olosho.
why?
Why do men?
Your
why
gender
do men
also.
carry
Your gender
sex?
takes
Why do
that
men
kind of
carry
people
Olosho?
too now.
Which is-
Yeah.
Men,
So
women
we
also
say,
carry
why
men now.
me?
What
No,
about
not
that?
me.
Y'all have you carry men too. What about that now? What are you looking for?
Okay, let's talk
Okay.
about the
You shuffle, you
percentage.
mention him.
You carry me first.
You said men carry men. You shuffle, you mention him.
I did not say men carry
Next
men.
thing you see is log lashes.
No.
You know?
I said men. I said the agenda carry our agenda. That's what I said.
And your gender.
And you
carry
wanted to
our
carry
gender.
me, but you can't afford me. So let's go. Please go back to what we were saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Anyways,
Is that
I'd rather afford the micro than afford you, darling. So before the mosquito bite,
Shots
we
fired.
were saying
Shots fired.
that,
But Miriam, I'm still listening to
Yeah.
you. And
See.
in this context.
we see. I'm
now,
not saying that men don't have emotions. My point is just that you just made it a gender war, and I don't really
it is
want
not
to.
a gender war.
Exactly,
but
you
at
guys
this
started
point,
it,
we need
the
to
whole
begin
thing.
to point out
See,
some things.
let's
when we're
go
having
back.
the conversation.
Sexual
Miriam.
satisfaction.
satisfaction.
Yes.
Let's take
Jinjah,
it.
what's satisfaction? What satisfaction?
Did not answer
How
the
do you
question.
get
Okay, I've answered
Yeah,
mine.
you
I
know,
said that.
we are not.
I, it's not
we
a
are
matter
not-
of
we are not
time.
married.
Yeah, we are young.
I said that it is
me.
not the matter of time. It is not like you spending like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 500 minutes, or an hour. And I feel like, what exactly are we doing that we are spending 30 minutes?
Because when I'm surprised that
I'm
when we ask
serious,
some
like-
people that how many holes do we have, and most of it will even say 2. Come on, we've got a lot of holes. As
Then
ladies.
apart from that-
And do you even know how to work with that? No, you're talking about satisfaction.
Now, is it also my responsibility to know all of the holes if you cannot educate me on knowing about those
You're a
holes?
man.
Wait.
You're a man. You should know this thing. As a lady.
Everybody should hustle for their orgasm. And now, and that
Oh,
was
just like Mariam
now-
said.
Ja, faut qu'on moi.
Fight for your cause.
Yeah, do you
Ja,
understand?
faut
Now,
qu'on moi.
in this context, one of the
If you want to say it in Yoruba.
I don't want to say that in Yoruba. But what I
Jafodi
was
die.
saying earlier, Jafodi die. But what I'm saying in essence is that as much as sexual satisfaction is concerned, and before we came into the studio, I was trying to understand earlier
Their
that
point of view.
like what are we talking about? Are we talking about it in this particular aspect
no.
or in this
See,
particular aspect?
that is the
Because
problem.
in this case
Like,
now,
okay.
most times when we talk about sexual satisfaction, it's always a case of a woman saying a man did not satisfy her.
Wait, no, please,
That's what I'm
Mercy.
saying.
Say
That's
Mercy,
what I'm saying.
wait, there's something.
that's
No,
what-
Mercy, say
it's
something.
a generic thing, and that's why I'm saying let's use this opportunity to correct some of these things so that
Okay.
the topic we're talking about, which is sexual satisfaction, can also help people
And benefit them.
benefit them, educate them. A lot of these answers that people use have a lot of terrible side effects
And are
that
causing
would
liver
not
damages.
happen. Yeah, if they actually have conversations. Now, in quotes,
Conversations, yeah.
conversations. For example, now you know it is general. The moment and it's a generic thing you hear is a 1 minute man, is a 30 seconds man. There are 30 seconds women. There are 5 seconds women. There are women who, if you put them in the room to have sex, it just looks like infuse.
You'll be like trampoline. Like trampoline where sit down.
Yes, there are a lot of these things that
you go for yakata.
Not be happening if there are conversations, and that's what I'm saying.
That's why you go for baddies. You go for
baddies. I don't want to know
now I feel your pain.
I don't have a pain.
I don't want to know your weakness.
You go for baddies.
In this case,
baddies.
No. I'm saying in terms of general, and the reason why I'm saying that is, I'm hooked on a part.
See, let me tell you something. No, there's something. No.
But
See,
if people talk about what if people talk about what satisfies them, I mean, why do you have
like
to
no, wait.
Tell me what works for
See,
you.
let me tell you something.
Leaving it to me to say, okay, is it
to detect,
man?
like a detective.
Have the discussion.
So
that's what
I'm saying.
That's what I'm fighting
Emmy,
for.
guys, let's chill.
Have conversation.
I know that this conversation is gonna get heated very soon, but there's something. No, guys, chill. You see, I want to ask you a question, Mercy.
Okay, Miss.
Ever since you've been a woman, like an adult, 18, above, whatever. If you like, slap your hands till kingdom come.
Yeah.
Ever since you've been an adult, like, have you ever have a sit down one-on-one talk with a woman discussing?
A woman or a man?
No, a woman.
Okay.
And they are telling you about how to take care of your home or take care of your husband. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been in a situation whereby they tell you how to enjoy sex? Is it not always like you have to learn how to make sure that your husband enjoys you in order for him not to go out? Haven't you heard that before? Was there a particular point in time whereby you were being taught how to enjoy sex?
She asked me the question.
Okay, it's your question.
Calm down.
Yeah, thank you.
It's you.
What's wrong with
There's
you?
a body.
Come on.
We give it to you.
Men, we always be men. Anyways, darling, before the chicken.
No, I will not take that. We will not take that.
I've actually sat down with older women talking about how you can actually satisfy your man, and I've actually sat with ladies my age. We've had series of conversations. Yeah, I'm one of the hosts of the Ladies Lounge. We've had a series of conversations on how you can actually. Yeah, we discuss you people, because why won't we discuss you? You're always the you. So we've had a series of conversations.
We are the prize.
But nobody will tell you how to satisfy your man. You really want to decide, this is what works for me.
Okay.
And
I feel you.
I've actually had
how about how to keep your man?
Yeah,
for him not to
said that, how to
get
keep
astray.
your man, but then this is one thing I have to say about man. A man that wants to go astray will go astray if he wants to, no matter what you do.
If you like.
A woman that also wants to go astray, will go astray.
No, I love the fact that your points are always balanced. So far, so good. We've been trying to. We've been trying to break this topic down. I feel like we should just try and be neutral, and we should remove any form of bias that we have in our mind towards this topic. I feel like this thing affects women and it affects men. But due to the fact that the society we're in, if you talk about this issue, they might start tagging you as promiscuous, that. But I feel like at the end of the day, this thing we're talking about breaks homes. It leads to it breaks homes. It turns
a lot of ways.
So talking about being biased now. So what is proper sex to you?
In my own context, and with what God has done for me,
hallelujah,
and with what we've been able to do for the society,
my God,
as a father figure.
Yes, Father.
My sister, you are blessed.
Amen.
The Lord is good.
Oh yeah.
So proper sex is something that people have that evolves around having emotions. That's what I'll tag as proper sex. When there's emotions involved.
But that doesn't mean if emotion is not involved, it's still not proper sex. And in that light of what is proper sex, I think it will be more of individuals, because our bodies work in different dynamics. So when we're talking about proper sex, we can, in quotes, say proper sex is a sex between two people that are mutually enjoying it. that or mutually enjoyed it. But now in this context of sex, the generic one is two people are having sex. But now in the blown up conversation of what sex is actually, you begin to talk about twosome, threesome, foursome, orgy, and all of this stuff. So now we're talking more of what is proper sex. And if we're saying what is proper sex, let's say between the generic male and the female. Now, sexual satisfaction. In this case now, we're talking about between a man and a woman. Now, like I said earlier, there's this generic thing, and when you look at most of the advertisement for some of these sexual enhancement drugs, it always targeted towards men, because it is only men that are loudly shamed by both men and women about their sexual performance, if we want to be honest with each other. I don't think there's anybody who goes to the internet now to say she's a 30 seconds woman, she's a 3-minute woman. There's nobody wants to do that, but you see men actually telling men that they are 30 seconds men. You will collect your girl because in 30 seconds you do. You know, those kind of things. So we're talking now that some of these things can actually be corrected with just a simple conversation. There are what we call fantasies and kinks.
Yeah.
Just as men have them, women also have them. So I think the problem or reasons behind some of this enhancement that people rush towards is because people don't have conversation. Now, let's use me as an example. For some reason, for some time in my years of experience of having sex, depending on the atmosphere or the mood in which I am having sex, sometimes 1 minute, that's the first round.
Okay, I'll let
then
you know.
The next set of minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, you just decide that you are looking for porn, you can't find it. And sometimes the first one will actually take time and be like, I don't tire. Nobody say this thing will come. Now, that is because I've taken time to actually understand myself and know the way by which when I am having sex with a woman, these are the ways by which I can be satisfied. So if I can also take time to have that kind of conversation with myself, understand myself and see how it works for me, it's the same thing that should actually apply to a woman to also understand her fantasies and kinks and things that brings her to satisfaction. There are a lot of women who generally by default cannot get satisfied with true penetration.
Yeah.
These are the conversations we should be having. It should not be a conversation of is a 30 seconds man. Because, okay, for example, if you listen to most of this, and it's always most times the Yoruba advert, you'll be hearing do you understand now? So it's not geared towards you being satisfied in that sex. It's about you satisfying
your
the
partner,
woman, the partner in this case. Now, and these are things that by default, and it's not even only herbs. People pop pills. There are a lot of pills now that I don't know if we have the luxury of mentioning their names on her here. But people pop those things for longer erections, to not come and all of those things. But I don't think I've ever heard them say they want to sell sexual enhancement for women outside of libido boosters. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That there are some of these things, but the conversation has been limited to only men.
Of course.
Satisfying women.
Of course.
So, me personally, I've actually say to get a real satisfaction is in the hands of the two
That's why I said emotions have to be involved.
So you don't have to use enhancement
At all, for no reason. It's not needed.
If I want to if I want to have sex and I want to enjoy myself, I eat fruit, because you can't imagine. Though I say this all the time, I don't like head. I don't like being given head. I've never given someone head. I don't do that. But then you don't expect a man to want to give you head. You expect the man to satisfy you, to give you head, and your cushion smells so terribly. So for that, you can actually just say, I love pineapple so much. So for that, I just eat pineapple. Because if you even if you don't want to give head, you know, there are some men can be so crazy that I've heard my male friends say, if I want to nag baby, I will just use like say I want sniff, I want to go. Imagine someone that wants to get satisfied and you want to get satisfied as well, and you just try that, and the next thing is feeling is that's a turn off. It won't, even if he wants to do it, he will just do kusha and leave. Same thing with the ladies as well. So the very first time I wanted to try giving head in my entire life, and I said I wasn't gonna do that again. So I said, okay, let me just do for this person, darling. I just, the smell that attacked me.
The ooze.
I said, no, I can't do this now. And that was the last time I attempted that. So that is another thing. That is
I apologize on behalf of that brother.
So saying I will actually support what
apologize.
What Jinjah
Bro,
said.
see,
When it comes to having
sex,
good
it
sex,
has to be emotional.
Emotion has to be.
I can't lie to you. That's
Emotion
sex.
has to be there.
Every other thing is
So
knacking.
when we're talking about sex, I hope you know smooching is actually sex.
Caressing.
Caress is actually
yeah.
sex. And these are things that
Looks,
people don't
gestures.
even people skip. These
That's
people
why I
don't
said
know 'cause
emotions.
before
If
you
there are
want,
no
you want to
emotions.
satisfy a lady. Do you know that some ladies, even some men actually come before you penetrate, before
Of course,
penetration,
of course.
just the foreplay alone,
They are gone.
they are gone. Not even foreplay, just the smooching and everything alone, they are gone. This thing is emotion. So imagine someone I don't like, I'm not emotionally
That's
attached
what-
to, trying to
it's
want to
knacks.
satisfy me. Damn, I
It's
would not. I
knacks.
would
That's
just,
competition.
it just be looking like this. I would not even want to do that with someone that I'm not emotionally attached to. You understand? So my take on this whole shenanigans that we're talking about. But then sex is good. Trust me, sex is actually good. But then make sure you get satisfied. Very important. Get fruits. Instead of using this enhancement, there are fruits you can take. Have you tried watermelon with milk? What you talking about? Try watermelon with milk.
Are you recommending that for?
Yes,
for the
yeah,
gents?
I recommend it for everybody. Try it. So if you now want to finish it, so just add honey to it, darling. Just add honey. So take watermelon,
babe,
milk,
babe.
and honey. Ladies,
Babe.
so if you want to smell nice down there, darling, eat pineapple. You can store it in your fridge, blend
Babe,
it, drink
when-
it all the time.
if you are coming
or better
over,
to take
please.
cranberry. There are cranberry drinks.
Okay.
Of course.
Take cranberries. You smell nice. Men will want to satisfy. You want to even satisfy a man.
When are you coming over?
To do what, darling?
All right, so
Stop
ladies and gentlemen, still here. I don't think this.
What's going on right now?
This
So
two
Mariam,
people
I'm trying to
listen.
tell you that when you get home like this night, like
You can't teach me, I'll teach you.
Experience they say is the best teacher.
Experience is the best.
Bravo.
I'm
you know we that we're outside now. This
No,
is your
see,
generation that we're
What I'm
outside
saying in
now.
essence is just that I like the fact that you guys are talking all about it, and I gave you time to actually talk about it because it's like we are missing some things. See, let me tell you something. In as much as you guys are like, it's emotion, it's involved emotions, it's this, it's that, why do you think that men still go out there or women still go out there to have sex? See, sex in itself, it's way more than emotions sometimes. It's about getting the satisfaction that we're talking about. And I'm telling you that sometimes your partner might not be able to do it. And that is no way.
She's right.
Wait. Wait.
She's right.
I gave you time to talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm
No, that's what I'm saying. Let me
like-
talk, please. See, when it comes to sex, that's why we have sex toys. What do you think that sex toys is for? Now, let me tell you something. Before you start, when you're young, you know, your libido is off the chart. You are always like, I'm here. Let me finish you. Let me fire you. But now let's come to the fact that after you've thought about your life, how to make money, and blah, 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 do you think that you are going to go back home and your libido will shoot off the roof?
Darling,
But
no.
at the same time, you still want to have sex and relieve yourself of stress. Isn't that it? So are you telling me that the libido that you have in last 5 years is the one that you have now? Because as you grow older, there is probability and possibility of you having a lower libido. So all what I'm trying to say in essence is just that sexual satisfaction in itself and emotions sometimes don't even attach to each other. But sometimes it does. And when it aligns, it's what makes it sweeter. Now, let's go back to the fact that you just said something. You said that some women cannot even get, you know, the orgasm, that point, the climax, without like, with penetration. You understand? And you said that we should discuss it. Don't you think that it is more of I'm discovering myself, you are discovering yourself?
Of course.
Because in as much as, oh, I know that if you touch my boobs, I'll get turned on. There are some places that some people has not reached that you do not know that can turn you on. When they reach that place, you see that, no, this is it. And I'm saying that it is easy for you to have sex when you're not married. Do you know why? When you have sex, it's like you are auditioning. You're jumping from one place to another. When you start having sex in marriage, it's a whole new ball game. And this particular man has to satisfy me. So how do we go about it? Apart from talking, from like discussing it, we need to explore what we can explore. And we need to know our limits. This is what I can do. This is what I cannot do. Just like you said, you don't give oral sex, so you don't expect it. But it's not as if that if somebody wants to really give you head, you're not going to spread your leg that, come baby,
I will not
do
allow
it.
you, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's your own thing.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you that there are some people that can go as far as this or that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So when we are talking about, I feel like sex before marriage is what I call auditioning. So that is when you are trying to impress, not like get to know each other and get each other satisfied. Men want to impress women. That's why they will do about concussion. Concussion. See, as far as I'm concerned, when it gets to some level, you don't want to drink any about concussion. You just want to go home, hug your wife. If you come while hugging, you're done. Your partner should understand, not like you need to drink some about concoction. What I'm trying to say in essence is just that this sexual satisfaction that we are talking about, don't let us actually add this, oh, it is emotions. I have to be happy and you have to be happy. We need to love each other. We need to see each other. There are some sexual satisfaction that you cannot even get in talking until like you baby, just like he was saying.
So emotions, you're saying
I'm saying that
sex
it
doesn't
works.
have to do with
I said that,
emotion.
yes, exactly. But sometimes when it's mixed with emotion, it's sweeter.
Okay.
See.
Do you know if a man is if a man is not attracted to you, or if you are not attractive to a man, he will not have sex with you. So being attracted, these things are emotional actually. So imagine a man saying, okay, fine, you got married to someone who has Barca, who has Chelsea, and you've been
What's
having all
Barca and
the
Chelsea?
who has the front and the back side. You've been having all this.
Who is busty, who has curves, curvaceous
You know what I'm
body.
talking about, darling. You all know. Come on, that's not don't make me feel. But then you go outside there and you see someone who has something more. I'm talking about you that you said. Why do men not go out and cheat again, darling?
Have you seen some of these prostitutes that men take?
That is where I'm going to. So I would imagine.
It is called conji.
When we're asking the question of
please hold on. Imagine I'm a
why did
man.
you face me?
Imagine I'm a man and you are a lady. I got married to you, and look at the way you are beautiful and all. And I go outside there and I see a lady that is like me, has this and doesn't have the back, darling. I can get attracted to her, and I'll have that emotional sex with her.
See, you don't get my point.
The front part already got me attracted to her.
Wait. It's very, very simple. What I'm trying to say, you're not getting it. What I'm trying to say in essence is just that sex in itself and emotions, don't let us like actually attach it to each other. But when it comes together, I said it is sweeter. Because, oh, I love this person. I'm attracted to this person. I'm attracted to the brains. I'm attracted to everything.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? It makes it sweeter. But you getting sexual satisfaction doesn't necessarily mean that you are actually emotionally attached to that person.
Yeah.
See, let me tell you something. I've seen men that, while being drunk, while being under the influence of alcohol, they take, you understand, street girls, the how do they call it? Sex workers.
Sex workers.
So they take sex workers to their houses. Then in the morning, they be like, hey, John.
And some of them even give sex workers oral sex. They do oral sex.
Do you get what I mean? Like, then immediately in the morning, they will see the girl. They'll be like, is this what I took home? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So now you're saying that sometimes it's about the body and it's emotions. I'm saying that whatever, it is not emotions. There is emotional part of it, which is 100. I'm not denying that fact.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is just that sometimes sexual satisfaction has nothing to do with emotions.
Okay. See, I feel
Because
like
Dido has no emotions.
See, that's a little guy's emotion. Why are you talking?
Now, Emily, don't give
Excuse you. No
charger of
shade.
your Dido
No
is
shade
blue.
against
You're right.
Don't say
The
against
charger
Dido.
of your
But
Dido
Dido
is
has
blue.
no emotion.
Why is it that I have my husband? Okay, so let's assume that
Jinjah
Jinjah is
your
my
husband?
husband. So if I'm having sex with Jinjah, and after a while, Jinjah is not up to the task, probably because, you said there are some days, I love that word. There are some days that you feel all high. Oh, let me fire, let me do whatever. But at the same time, you come back home, But there are some days to be like, I'm having a very horrible day.
Of course.
Now let's
And
now
that's not even on
assume
the
that
list.
your wife is like, I'm having the horniest of the day. You understand what I mean? And she was just like, out of the fact that, I'm responsible for this woman, let me have sex with her. Will come.
Of course.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So would you
Sense
now
of
say
responsibility.
exactly? Would you now say that you would function optimally?
Nah,
It's
in that
not
case,
possible.
it's just
Your woman.
Then now let's
baby,
now look
you
at it.
function
No,
optimally.
let's now look
you
at it
like
from the.
this, you know,
See,
so
let me tell you something. No
don't
matter the amount of baby,
you stop.
see, guys, chill. Emmy,
Your child
have you
will-
have bills in the house? Even if you have a very good day, after coming back to the house, you see that you have to pay the kini bill. No, you are even having a good day. You
Of
understand?
course.
But when you came back home, your child is you have like 10 bills already on the ground. Why, as a man being responsible, you are thinking already that this is this is that, this is this is that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And your woman was just like, baby, let me give it to you. How do you
In cases
want it?
like that, I feel
Darling,
like you
I
might
will-
not need sex. You might need intimacy.
No,
Yay!
wait, man, bros. Sometimes I want it like that. Sex. I want something inside because that place is wet and open wide.
That's not my fault now.
Yes,
It's not me.
that is what I'm saying. That is
understand
when
you.
I will get dildo to do the job.
Your charger will blow.
So that's what I'm saying. That it has nothing to do with emotion. Sometimes that doesn't mean that I didn't love my husband. Or why am I using dildo?
Let me tell you something. Any sex that you people are having,
You people. Oh, I love the
that
word.
any sex you people are having, or any sex that anybody has ever had, and the sex tops the chart for that person, either before the person gets married or in marriage, bro, 80% of it is cheating. And it is
Because
not
of the
sex.
adrenaline and everything that is inside. No.
What's your
Guy,
problem with all this?
it comes
It
with
is
all
knacking.
this. It is not knacking.
It is knacking.
Ross, it is about the fact that I'm
Do you know
cheating.
that cheating
No, the
takes a
thrills.
lot?
No, the
Cheating takes a
thrills
toll
that
on some
comes with
women.
it. Babe, bros. It is just
Are you a
thrills.
cheater?
Are you a what?
We're still talking.
Are you a what? Are you
I
a
don't
what?
understand
Are you a
that
cheater?
part.
Are you a cheater?
Are you a
Is that
cheater?
the animal or
Like, I don't understand.
Are you
Where
a
that
cheater?
person-
Cheater the animal. Cheater the
Are you a
person.
cheater?
No, I'm not a
Or the
cheater.
cheated?
No, I'm not a cheater. No, listen, I don't cheat.
See,
I'm
nobody
saying-
cheats here too. But I'm saying that, see, I'm putting it to you, my lord. May I?
No.
If I may.
If I may, my lord. 80%
Madam,
of the
if I
sex
may.
that everybody
Bros,
has
bros.
outside their partner, all the sexual orientations that everybody
If
has
I
sexual
may.
orientations.
If
Go
I
on,
may.
Go on.
Bros. I'm saying that I love my husband. I wish
course.
that my husband would be the one to pay me at that particular point in time that I'm
But I
earning.
cannot do it at that point in
That
time.
is the reason
That's why I want
for
to
the
hug you
dildo.
and beg.
And let me tell you
Hey.
something. Thrills. The thrills of cheating. It is what brings about the best of sex. Suddenly, I was discussing with somebody. I said that the best
You've
the
had.
best of my sex
Hey!
my entire life was inside my
Jesus.
marriage.
What?
Was inside my marriage.
It's very possible.
My husband now knows the nook,
up-
the
because
cramming,
you have been
the
one
left,
day,
the
yeah.
right.
Big
Oh,
shout
this is
out
how
him.
I'm
What's
going
his
to
name?
do.
Big shout out to him.
Understanding,
Ogang,
education.
you are doing-
Again, like
Communication.
he has been
And
able
emotions.
to master
And
my
emotions.
body.
Yes.
He has mastered the
Because
body
it's
to
a
the
craft.
perfect.
Together for-
11
Yeah.
years.
It's a
Myself and Merciey have been together for just one day. What do you
Not
expect me to
one
do?
day. It's not up to 1
He
hour.
has been able to master
How do
my
you want
body.
me to
Now,
perform?
if I go
You
out
perform
there,
woefully.
so
Baby.
hey, no, if I go out there to cheat,
God forbid.
no, let's assume that I wanted to cheat on my husband.
With
That
you.
means
No.
that, Jinjah, you need to start mastering my body again. And that will mean that I need to start telling you that this is where you are going to touch.
What if Jinjah now?
This is now-
What if Jinjah actually shows
As a
you
master
things that
of-
your husband has not even
Most of the
done
time,
before?
when men
She's
try
a-
to cheat on maybe a married woman, their mindset is always like, I'm going to knock you anyhow.
Not me.
So that you forget your
Not
husband.
me.
And
Not
they
me.
who don't
That's
know
a
that
lie.
it is
That's
not
a
about
lie.
the
Men
time.
like us
They don't even
we don't
knock.
move like
They
that.
don't knock. They make love. They
Hey,
Baby, hug
madam,
me. Hug me.
bros,
Hug me.
both of you are not serious.
will make love to you.
It is
No.
not about you.
They
See,
will.
They will make love to you.
It depends on the
Like,
cheating.
like your
It
husband
depends on
will
the
never
cheating.
Some
do.
people,
It depends on the cheating. It
I
depends
know
on
of a
the
particular
cheating.
person. I know of a particular
Madam,
person that
they'll be like-
before you have sex with anybody, this one will go and buy tiger nut, buy coconut, add all this thing. It doesn't do enhancement, but you see that tiger nut, that coconut, the milk and the
I don't
honey.
need that amount of any time. I
Darling.
just need just 2 minutes to orgasm. when it comes to my husband.
Hey, you face
because
your
you already
husband now.
know.
Why are you facing me?
That's what I'm saying.
If you meet another person,
Which other
you realize
person?
that
How
you
many minutes? See, that is what I'm saying. I'm not a long sex person. I don't like.
Oh, not a marathon.
So that's what I'm saying. She's talking based on the perspective that she's talking based on a married woman perspective.
Exactly. I'm talking from a married perspective. Find a word, please.
Still talking about sexual satisfaction.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, it's about individuals engaging in that act. And for me personally, it takes more than just having sex to get satisfaction.
Okay.
And a lot of time, depending on who your partner is, I'm encouraging people to begin to communicate. There are a lot of things that communication will do.
Now,
Let him
No, what I'm saying is
wrapping it up. Let
now,
him try wrap it up.
in this case now,
person you want thirsty, you go there further. Let's say you
I am talking from my own
This is a married man.
Oh,
Married
okay.
man.
Sorry, married man.
Come to
Income perspective.
You go into combo again.
Car where I still drive. I go come they do 20
I'm saying
30.
that the knocking is not what brings out the
There
whole
are
thing.
a lot of times
there are
that
rhythms,
that
there are
talk-
corners to
that
go
talk
through.
on how to operate. It's just like buying a car and not learning how to drive it.
Read well.
I think people should learn to communicate their fantasies and their kinks when it comes to sex, in relationship, whatever kind of relationship it is. Of course, I'm not talking about the short-term people and the traffickers of solutions.
Oh my God.
Because they're helping other people, but sexual satisfaction can be gotten if people have conversations around it.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off. You know we have to wrap it up.
Yeah, thank you.
So, my own opinion, you have to satisfy your partner. Very, very important. Study your partner, like you said. Communicate. Very, very important. When you communicate with your partner, very, very important as well. With your partner. And yes, once again, I will say it. I said it and I will say it again. That's my darling. Emotion is very, very important. You have to be emotional with when you're having that, because when you're not emotional, what's the point of it with your partner? But make sure you are making love. Do not knack.
Yes, like the
emphasis
knackers.
of make
The
sure,
knacky and the
because
knacker.
there's a difference between you making love. When you're making love, you get satisfied, but when you're knacking, darling, you're gonna get
It's a
injured.
sport.
You get injured. Both of you
Yeah,
actually
it's
will get
sport.
injured.
It's
Who will injure
And yes,
each other?
talking about darling, your partner can use it on you, and you get satisfied as well.
Exactly.
So let's say this and this
Hi.
and that.
So,
Explore.
bros.
Explore. Thank you,
Yeah, I
married
wanted
man.
to say that. Okay, moving on.
See, my take is God has been good.
Hallelujah.
He has helped us to achieve some records
Wow.
and
Come boy.
Okay.
and the Lord is good.
That's a gigolo.
No, wait.
So people that can
Testify
about the goodness of God
that from you,
in their life generally
Through you.
through the corners and through our expertise, because we assist the unassisted
Problem.
and we have a foundation that needs much more exposure.
Yeah.
Please and please. It's either you are the knacker
Nakamura.
I think we should round this up. This guy is advertising his product. Advertising a service.
No,
Wait,
I'm trying to admonish people. Let
Where
me
is even my camera? I don't know. Well, all that being said, I wanted to say this. When you were saying something about you running off, you said something about
communication.
communication and knowing your partner. I
Exploring.
said that exploring. How about you knowing yourself?
Yeah, it's a lot to.
Because sometimes you don't even know what gets you like
to that level.
to that level.
To that point.
So that is the point of exploring and knowing yourself and be able to say that, oh, hey baby, this is where you touch.
Then please
Yeah.
don't. Masturbation is bad. I can't lie to you. Don't
Okay.
masturbate.
Oh, from experience.
So we that we do is sorry. People that do this.
Hey! Baby, when you have me.
TM.
Baby, you have me. Why you? Baby, you have me. Why are you?
Backstage.
No, people that actually do this.
We'll come back for them.
Your charger will burn for that.
No, I'm advocating for it. I'm advocating for people that know how
We'll come
to
back
make
to that
love
one.
with them. Come on.
I'm happy for everyone that has been able to discuss one thing or the other about sexual satisfaction tonight.
Are you
and as you
satisfied?
can see, that,
Yeah, are you satisfied?
as you can see, I'm sweating already.
You are the
Hey!
satisfier.
No,
Satisfying.
I'm satisfying. All right, we'll be discussing a lot of things very, very much in our next episode. Episode.
She's thinking about. She's
You
thinking
must not
about
practice.
the
You must not
11 years.
practice.
You think 11 years
Some
now?
of the sexual things are
Let's see him close this.
Please walk on your ringing tone. Ladies,
let's talk about this one. Guys, please, what on your ringtone? There was a guy that was saying,
that's a lie.
I
No
swear
man
to
will do. I would rather sound like a cat. I would like. I would rather
I swear,
be doing
there was a
it.
guy that was saying,
I said this thing is inexhaustible.
I will remember
So a friend of mine
What's that?
said me. A friend of mine said me that before she got married to her husband, anytime that she, husband was saying, yeah, I'm coming.
He's not a man.
I said, so when is about to come? They said, yeah, oh, stop, Jojo, yeah, what's coming?
I see.
Guys, she said that at that point,
It's
not
not
looking at you like
I'm
that.
telling you that there was a guy that I met that was like,
Stop for image, John.
We'll come back to this part of
that's
bringing
a lie.
when it comes to sex.
I would rather sound like a cat.
We'll come back to this one.
I would rather do meow.
follow us on all our socials.
Or I should be doing.
Guys, stop.
That's even better. It's better. And ladies too.
Stop it.
Ladies, stop chesting. Ladies, stop chesting. If you are giving it to you, even if you are not enjoying it, do
Once
something.
I know
Encourage
that
the
some
people.
of our parents
It's
actually
not
watch
easy
this.
now.
Mommy,
My
you're
parents
wondering
must
why
not
your
watch this.
dad, why your dad is cheating because I don't think. Come on, mommy, can do. Oh yeah, baby.
We'll come back to ringtone.
on,
Let's
guys.
close this
Follow
one.
us on all our socials.
Yes, you should follow us anyway.
Follow us on all our socials
Yeah.
at the Witty Clan, and
done.
because we'll join you again next time. And because these
Uh-huh.
people are so sexually immoral, that's why they've been discussing.
No.
Talking,
They are saying
coming
that
from a
to
married
you.
woman who
Sexually
are husbands and
educated.
fires within 2 minutes. 2 minutes woman.
11 years. She's been doing that for 11 years.
I've been knocking for
We'll
11
see you
years.
guys later. Thank you.
Oh, no.